We're going to do a video today of going to see how Windows compares to Linux when it comes to gaming on. So see which platform's better. Is it better to have a Linux computer dedicated for gaming so you can just run all your games, Steam and so on off there, or is it better to have a Windows computer so you can still do all your work in the daytime, you can still play the games at night, or play games all day if you're lucky. So we're going to start off with Windows. You've got Windows 10, it's running the 1809 updates, the latest version, fresh install, quick guide on the specs, not a brilliant PC, but it's just one I'd line around. So we've got an i5 processor, 6th gen, 2.7 gig. It's got 8 gig of RAM, 120 gig solid state drive, and it's got a very poor graphics card, which I'll try and find out. So the graphics card is a GeForce 930A, nothing special, just all on board. It's built into an all-in-one system. Reason why I've disabled the touchscreen is because the touchscreen is faulty, so this is just a computer that's lying around the office at the moment. So I'll start off by going and playing Day of Defeat. Very basic game. It's, well, basic to this day and age. Runs on pretty much any computer these days. So we're going to see what frame, which basically is solely doing this on frame rate only. So we're going to just boot up the game. We're going to pick a server and find a server with someone in. So we'll go this home ground on. We're just going to see what frame we get at the moment. In the top left hand corner you've got your frame rate, and in the bottom right hand corner you can also see ping and frame rate and so on. So let's see what we can do. So at the moment we're getting 130 frames per second, we're not doing anything. 220, 130. It shouldn't dip below 80 really, because like I said, the graphics are quite basic these days, so you shouldn't see anything drop below 80 frames per second when there's a lot going on. So I'll just play the game for a minute or so, just so you keep an eye on the frame rate yourself and see what's going on. And then we'll check on Linux. Really love the Thompson. One of the best guns on the game, I think. Oh. So you can see we're getting still over the hundreds. That's good. That's good. We'll do one more round, then we'll turn this off, turn on Counter-Strik and see what we get on Counter-Strik Global Offensive. You don't want to sit watching me play games all day. Not very many people play this game anymore, but it's a really good game. Frame rate still quite high, 150 there. No Thompson gun here, that's good enough for me. So we can get one more kill before we disconnect. There we go. Oh, I'm gonna get stabbed. Oh, I got stabbed. Right, we'll end it there. So we'll go into Counter-Strik now. Global Offensive is a bit more graphical intense compared to Day of Defeat Source, so this computer might not run it very well, but it's good test. It's a good way to see whether how well it runs on this computer in Windows. Hopefully it won't take too long to load. I've not played this in over 10 years, apart from turning on before, just double check it's working. So we'll just wait to join a game. Pick Dust 2, it's the only easiest. It's hopefully one of the easiest games to join. I'd just like to say I've not changed any settings, everything's standard, so whatever the computer and the game decides the resolution so on to be, I'll keep it all as standard, same for when I boot into Linux, and we'll see what happens. Sorry if the music's quite loud, I forgot to turn it down in the game, so you might not hear my voice. You don't need to hear me, but so it's just all about the frame rates really. Plus I'm using a built-in mic in this all-in-one, so that's why the voice might sound a bit echoey or quiet. So, like I say, I've played this for a while, so we're getting 35 frames a second. That's not a good start. So it's 92 when nothing's going on. When it's a bit laggy on this graphics card, so it's not the best card to test it on, but at least it gives us a frame rate test. So still 33. Like I say, I'm not the best at this game. Change the mouse sensitivity so it looks like I'm a robot. Well, I've got a kill, that's good enough for me. So we'll look at the frame rate now. So 38 in the middle of a battle, it goes down to your 30s. As you can see, oh, sorry, I didn't even know I was playing. Yeah, it doesn't drop below 35, so that's fine. So we'll play the same two games now in Linux and see what frame rate we get. So I'll quit out of this and we'll just shut down this computer and boot back into Linux. Right, now we're in Linux Mint and Cinnamon 19. I've installed Steam, I've installed Counter-Strik, I've installed Dave Defeats Source. We're just going to give it a quick go and see what happens. I will say that I did a quick preview a minute ago and the graphics look better. I don't know if it's just a lot crisper. The font's a bit strange, it's a bit different on Steam and on the games, but the graphics look really, really good. I'd say that's a plus for Linux here. Just this looks so much crisp and clear compared to on Windows. So as I say, Dave Defeats basic game, just log straight into a server and start playing. So we're getting 30 frames, 37 down the bottom there. Let's see what we get. So 40. So we look at and I think we get 45. Did this test here, 45. I think on Windows it's about 120. So the frame rate's not, well, the FPS is not as good. But the font in the top right corner there is a bit strange. It's hard to read. Nothing to do with the actual gameplay, but it's playing well. It's still playing fine. I mean, 40 frames a second still good to play with. It's still don't have any problems with 40 frames a second. Still good. Let's see if we can do a bit of. But even with explosions and stuff going on, I can't see an issue. Apart from the frame rate, it's about half. I'd say it's about half at the moment. Windows it's a bit better on Windows. And you got two of them then. So 30, 40, 50 frames a second. Windows about 100, over 100, sometimes 160, actually 130, 160. So we'll try Counter-Strik. We'll see what happens with Counter-Strik. I would say Counter-Strik did take quite a while to load for the first time, so let's hope it's okay now. Counter-Strik, I think we got around about, was it 60 frames a second, 50 frames? So we'll see what happens now. So let's just play. Oops. Let's get out of that. Same map. we'll see what happens. At the moment, 22 in the corner, but this is just the menu, so it doesn't really matter. Again, this game looks a bit crisper. I don't know if it's just me or it's the way Linux lays out the game. It's just a bit nice and clean. So we're down to 18 frames at the moment, but again, it's just the menu. Oh, it's not looking good. 10, 15 frames. Oh, that's a bit laggy. So we're getting 18, 20 frames. It's not playable at that frame rate. We'll try. Let's hide for a second. We'll try and lower the frame rate. See what happens. Just put that down to ×2. See if that makes a difference. I'm sure we may have done that on the Windows, so we'll just check. Takes a while after you change that setting for it to take effect. So let's see what we get with. Sorry about that. So as you can see, it's not really playable as 20 frames a second. So I wouldn't like to play a game with this frame rate. People are hitting me, I can't even see them. Yeah, 15 to 20 frames, it's not ideal. So really, to sum up, if you're a basic user, you're not into your hardware, you're not into your Linux, you don't know how to configure things, happy enough just to run a game and play, I would recommend Windows. The only reason I say that is because I do know that running NVIDIA in Linux is not great. They run much better with AMD cards, but out of the box experience, I would recommend Windows for the out of box experience for playing games. But a free alternative, it'll run absolutely fine. If you get, I would recommend an AMD graphics card. So personally, for games, I'd stick with Windows. Thanks for watching. Any questions, just post in the comments below. Thank you.